I'm Vaishali Kohli and you're watching NewsX. Now, after pollution in Delhi triggered a plunging AQI, slipping into severe category, the capital is left alarmed. Although Delhi police has issued an order against demonstrations, protests might take place in the evening at India Gate as toxic smog has engulfed the area with an AQI in the very poor category at 381. As per the Central Pollution Control Board, under Section 163, the magistrate can issue immediate preventive orders in urgent cases where there is sufficient ground to prevent nuisance to or danger to human life, public disturbance or riots. A senior police officer said Jantar Mantar, not India Gate, is the designated place for protest, for which specific rules have been framed by the Supreme Court. I have my colleague Aditya joining me live from India Gate. Aditya, what can you tell us about the AQI levels, and is the protest going to take place in the evening?
Well, absolutely, Vaishali. Right now, we are standing at the India Gate area, and the air quality index at this juncture is hovering between 300 to 400, which is very, very hazardous. Every year it is a routine that, Delhiites post Diwali have to, breathe this toxic air in Delhi. So indeed now, if I could just request my video journalist Akash to show and pan across and show out the visuals. There's a massive Delhi police deployment here, anti-riot vehicles. All the Delhi police vehicles are standing here, and I would just, if I could just request my video journalist, there another, if you see, we are showing you the live visuals from here. Exactly, there is the riot control vehicle of the Delhi police, and I would, if you could just show you the pictures of the India Gate, people are seen here. There is a heavy, barricading done by the Delhi police, and lot of Delhi police personnel are currently right now standing here. People are clicking the photographs of India Gate, the tourists who come routinely to here. So indeed, the situation in Delhi is very worrisome, because the pollution is causing very, very difficulties to people in breathing. And as far as the protest is concerned, there is a likely possibility that it may not happen, because the Delhi police is standing heavily guarded at this juncture, and are not allowing any sort of protest or demonstrations to take place here against the deteriorating air quality index. However, still, Vaishali, it needs to be seen how things unfold in this scenario. Every year we see that how during the months of October, November and December, the air in Delhi turns completely toxic. Yes, Vaishali, back to you.
Aditya, today being a Sunday, have you seen any water sprinklers in the vicinity around India Gate?
Yes, Vaishali, right now there are no water sprinklers. Usually it is on the back side that the water sprinklers are, using those smog guns, to disperse, to throw sprinkle water, so that there are no pollutants left in the air, the particulate matter. However, at this juncture, since today is Sunday, still despite the pollution, large crowd of tourists is here at the India Gate, and we could expect the same crowd in the in the later night also. So indeed, Vaishali, it needs to be seen how things unfold in this scenario, considering the GRAP 2 measures are already in place in Delhi NCR to contain the air pollution. Yes, Vaishali.
Aditya, I see a lot of people behind you. Is it possible to speak to someone to tell us what the situation is?
Well, absolutely. We'll just talk to some people here. Sir, बहुत शुक्रिया NewsX से बात करने के लिए. हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ कितनी दिल्ली पुलिस की जो डिप्लॉयमेंट है, क्योंकि आज प्रदर्शनकारियों ने प्रदर्शन करना था, वो यहाँ नहीं कर पाए हैं. तो कहीं ना कहीं किस तरह की आने वाले आप देखते हैं, क्योंकि हर साल दिवाली के बाद दिल्ली में प्रदूषण बढ़ जाता है अक्टूबर, नवंबर, दिसंबर के महीने में. तो क्या कहना है आपका?
हम तो बाहर से हैं, हमको तो अभी कुछ ज़्यादा प्रदूषण.
लेकिन क्या आपको सांस लेने में कुछ आंखों में या कान में या नाक में कोई इरिटेशन हो रही है इसमें?
नहीं, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं लग रहा है.
तो इफ आई कैन जस्ट टॉक टू सम मोर पीपल. सर, बहुत शुक्रिया. आप दिल्ली से हैं या बाहर से आए हैं?
मैं तो दिल्ली में हूँ।
दिल्ली में। अच्छा, तो ये जो हर साल जो प्रदूषण होता है दिवाली के बाद, जो अक्टूबर, नवंबर, दिसंबर में, इस पे आपका क्या कहना है कि क्या आपको ब्रीदिंग में इस समय प्रॉब्लम हो रही है? आँख, कान, नाक में कुछ जलन हो रही है?
हाँ, प्रॉब्लम तो होता है सर, थोड़ा बहुत तो होता है प्रॉब्लम, क्योंकि दिवाली के टाइम पटाखा जो फटता है ना, उसका धुआं वगैरह हमें बहुत दिक्कत होता है। स्कूल का जो बच्चे है उसको भी दिक्कत होता है, हमारा जो पड़ोसी है उसको भी दिक्कत है। इसको काफ़ी कंट्रोल करना चाहिए फिलहाल।
जी, हम साल भर साल हम देखते आए हैं कि बहुत वायदे होते हैं कि पोल्यूशन रोका जाएगा, लेकिन कुछ ज़्यादा होता नहीं। जब दिवाली पे पटाखे, इस बार तो कोर्ट ने भी जो है परमिशन दे दी दिवाली पे पटाखे जलाने के लिए, चाहे ग्रीन क्रैकर के ही। तो किस तरीके से देखते हैं, क्या इसका लॉन्ग टर्म एक सोल्यूशन है पोल्यूशन को कंटेन करने के लिए?
उसके लिए तो कुछ बोल नहीं सकता, मगर उसको रोकना चाहिए फिलहाल। बहुत दिक्कत होता है हमें, गली गली में बहुत धुआं वगैरह होता रहता है। बहुत बच्चे को भी दिक्कत है बाहर निकालते ही। अभी कुछ दिन हमारा गली में तो आग भी लग गया था पटाखा चक्कर में दिवाली पे। तो उसको कुछ करना चाहिए, फिर भी हमारा जो पीएम मोदी है ना, उनको कुछ करना चाहिए। सही है, काम तो अच्छा करता है, फिर भी कुछ भी हो जाए वो सही करना चाहिए एकदम। पोल्यूशन में बहुत दिक्कत हो जाता है हमारा, आस पड़ोसी को है। दिवाली में थोड़ा कंट्रोल करना चाहिए फिर भी।
All
ठीक है
right,
सर।
Aditya, I'll have to interrupt you. We have our guest joining me, but thank you for showing us that ground zero situation. And I have my first guest, Gautam Mukherjee, with me, who's a senior journalist. Mr. Mukherjee, I want to begin by asking you that DPCC is still claiming that Delhi air is cleaner this year than the previous years. What do you have to say for that?
I tend to agree. I mean, to go out, which I do, uh, and to look at the atmosphere around here in South Delhi, it certainly seems cleaner than the year before. At the same time, there is a good deal of pollution in the air, and I blame the crop burning as the main culprit.
All right, I'd like to go across to Anil Sood, who's an environmentalist. Now, Mr. Sood, Noida and Ghaziabad apparently has witnessed the worst October air in 5 years. I like your comments.
Vishali,
Yes.
unfortunately,
Yes.
I just heard a senior journalist blaming stubble burning. Unfortunately, none of the bureaucrats, none of the departments are disclosing the fact that cities, be it Noida, be it Ghaziabad, be it Gurgaon, be it Delhi, all cities in winter become cold island and in summer become heat island. I had been monitoring this pollution situation for last almost 10 years. And in winter, it spikes up. The basic reason of spiking of pollution during these days, if you notice, because I record every day in the morning at about 5 o'clock the AQI levels. What does it indicate? During daytime, as the sun rises, atmosphere becomes heated and the pollutants with the increased wind speed start dissipating. In the evening, when the surface area starts cooling down, and it cools down very fast, and when surface area starts cooling down, the wind speed, particularly vertical uplift wind speed, is virtually zero. Similarly, there is stagnation in the horizontal wind speed. So what happens? All the pollutants, local pollutants, I am not talking of Punjab stubble burning, because when there is no wind speed, by any stretch of imagination, stubble burning pollution cannot reach Delhi without any support, and that too without polluting any city en route from Punjab to Delhi. So this is a narrative which has been created, and by showing people, by showing NASA photographs, people try to sell this argument, which is a farce. Now, what happens in the evening when there is no wind speed? Entire pollution, surface pollution, reaches up to the level of AQI sensors installed, and that's invariably height of a normal citizen also. So these sensors do capture the AQI level despite having been placed wrongly, facing obstructions, and the way we have seen water being sprinkled around. Secondly, because of no wind speed, the pollutant from upper atmospheres, one, thermal power plants, which descends from upper atmosphere, comes down, and secondly, from aviation, this pollution also comes down. So by up to 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning, pollution levels are horrible, and doctors advise not to go for morning walk. So this fact nobody is telling you. Everybody says stubble burning, everybody blames car. Grab 2 has been enforced. You go out and check outside every police station, there is huge blockade. Impounded vehicles and accidental vehicles are parked there. As per point number 7 of grab 2, these roads have to be free from encroachment and congestions. Why outside every police station, outside every court, outside every government office, there is a congestion? Now, point number 9 in grab 2 says the public transport system is to augmented. I asked one question. In fact, I asked CAQM also. Do you issue these GRAP notifications sitting in AC office? And have you ever ventured out to see whether your directions are complied with or not? And those who are receiving those directions and those who are supposed to implement those directions, has anyone seen those directions being implemented on ground zero? Answer is no. So our authorities, be it DPCC, be it CPCB, they are fudging the data, because I have an evidence to that extent with me. So this is a sad situation, and in a country where Mahatma Gandhi was protesting against Britishers, we got freedom in that country of Mahatma Gandhi. Today, citizens cannot stand up for their rights. Where are we heading to?
Absolutely,
Over
Mr.
to you.
Sood. And this is something that I noticed myself during Diwali. Apparently, we have a time limit of 10 p.m., but crackers are burst way beyond 2 a.m. in the night. So clearly, there's no check happening anywhere. Now, I'd like to go across to Gautam Mukherjee. Now, Mr. Mukherjee, my question is about concerns over data accuracy which are happening. Now, there has been reports that have been published where they're saying that, they're missing readings, there are irregular patterns and possible algorithmic loopholes that could make air quality appear better than it actually is. What do you have to say for that?
There is probably some truth in all of this, but I think the main cause, and taking on from the previous speaker, is an inversion which holds the pollution in place over the NCR in winter. And this is, always a potpourri of so many different elements of it. Now, you can slice and dice this into different percentages, but the fact is, between the inversion and the stillness in the air in the evenings, like the previous speaker said, which lasts till about morning when the breeze starts to blow as the sun comes out, this is a regular phenomenon. To argue about whether it is 297 or 302 is, I think, a fairly futile exercise. It is the main issues that are doing this. I still think it is farm fires in Punjab and Haryana, which is the main culprit. In the daytime, it blows away, but in the nighttime, it stays there. You see, most of the other items which contribute towards pollution are constantly in place throughout the year. And the only really variant that happens in winter is this crop burning, in which the authorities have done absolutely nothing effective to control it. It has stayed at more or less peak levels for the last 10 years and have no signs of going away. So this is going to be with us for a very long time. To focus on the microcosm of AQI levels is missing the woods for the trees.
All right, Mr. Mukherjee, I'll have to interrupt you because I have my colleague joining me, but please stay on with us. Now, I have Aditya Vadhavan joining me live from India Gate. Aditya, I see a lot of people with banners around you. What can you tell our viewers?
Well, absolutely. People have started completely, started to protest here against the rising pollution in Delhi. Indeed, the situation in Delhi is going from worse to worse as far as the pollution is concerned. I will just talk to this person. Sir, आपका
यहाँ पे प्रोटेस्ट साइट नहीं
आप
है।
कर रहे हैं क्या किस तरीके से आपको ब्रीदिंग में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है?
नो कमेंट्स, नो कमेंट्स, नो कमेंट्स। मैं जितना बोलना चाहता हूँ वो इधर है।
As you can see,
the problems that you have posted,
I think we all know the kind of poisonous air we are breathing and what our children are breathing. We are handing a pack of cigarettes to our newborns every day because of complete incompetence by the government. We've been waiting patiently for years for this to become a national issue, and it is a national issue. Air is not bad only in Delhi. It is bad across North India and even other cities. So unless we make this a priority, we will be a country of sick people. A whole generation of children like this will be sick. We are basically poisoning them and making them smokers on day one.
But the question out here is that it is a heritage place. Police has denied permission to protest and police may...
Yeah, so we are citizens and this is also a public space. We want to make our voice heard. So this is also a public space. We are doing a peaceful gathering.
Long-term solution or new control to contain the air pollution in Delhi. We see every year during the month of October.
मैम आप लोग अपना मैसेज देकर निकल जाना क्योंकि 144 है, ठीक है?
What is the long-term solution that needs to be adopted to stop the pollution?
I think the solutions, many scientists have given the solution, and it is for the government to figure out how to work it step by step, year on year, and have a vision. 5 years is getting very tough.
So Vishali, as you can see, a lot of these protesters are getting very angry that there has been no action to control the pollution here. And at this juncture, really, the things are getting very difficult because the hospitalizations are increasing, and because the people who are having comorbidities like asthma and bronchitis are at greater risk due to this pollution. Yes, Vaishali, back to you.
Aditya, let's try and speak to some more people because this is very important, viewers. The anguish should be brought out because the government clearly is not doing anything as far as this is concerned.
Yes, Vishali, absolutely. We have another person, who is currently present at the India Gate. Sir, बहुत शुक्रिया. आपका नाम क्या है? प्रदीप जी, आप दिल्ली से ही हैं? अच्छा, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा, आपको किस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं ब्रीथिंग में इस समय, क्योंकि हम देखते हैं किस तरीके से पोल्यूशन बढ़ा हुआ है। 400 की अब दिल्ली के कई इलाकों में 400 तक पोल्यूशन हो चुका है। क्या कुछ आँखों में सांस लेने में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है या इरिटेशन हो रही है? ना
नॉर्मली अभी रिसेंटली देखा गया है कि सुबह का टाइम जब होता है ऑफिस जाने का, तो काफ़ी ज़्यादा धुंध रहता है, आँखों में जलन होती है, सांस लेने में प्रॉब्लम होता है। सुबह के टाइम में और शाम के टाइम में इस तरीके की प्रॉब्लम अभी काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ गई है जब से ये पॉल्यूशन हुआ है, और धीरे धीरे ये बढ़ती जा रही है।
अब हम देख रहे हैं बहुत लोग मास्क पहन के निकल रहे हैं कि मास्क पहन के जो है निकले। आपने भी अभी मास्क नहीं पहना है, तो क्या आपको एज अ प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर मास्क सबको पहनना चाहिए? क्योंकि जो है हम देख रहे हैं स्टबल बर्निंग भी, पंजाब हरियाणा में स्टबल बर्निंग के भी इंस्टेंसेस हो रहे हैं। तो क्या किस तरीके से आपको लगता है पोल्यूशन, ये जो एक बहुत ज़्यादा मेजर प्रॉब्लम है दिल्ली के लिए, किस तरीके से इससे निपटा जा सकता है? इस बारे में थोड़ा बताएं।
देखिए, मास्क पहनना एक सॉल्यूशन नहीं है। इसके लिए हमें रेगुलर कुछ ना कुछ दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट को काम करना चाहिए ताकि ये पॉल्यूशन हमेशा के लिए ख़त्म हो जाए और इस तरीके की प्रॉब्लम ना हो।
क्या आपके साइड से क्या मतलब, अगर जैसे हम देखते हैं बहुत दिल्ली के इलाकों में हर जगह वाटर कैनन्स, स्मॉग गन्स डिप्लॉय करी जाती है। अगर हम इंडिया गेट की बात करें, इंडिया गेट के हर कोने में जो है स्मॉग गन्स डिप्लॉयड होती हैं कि ताकि वाटर स्प्रिंकलिंग करी जाए, पोल्यूशन कम हो। आपके हिसाब से क्या एक फुल टर्म सोल्यूशन अगर हम देखें तो क्या है?
ये कोई बेसिक और एक परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन नहीं है कि आप वाटर कैन के तरीके से इस तरीके से कर रहे हो। इसका हमें कुछ ना कुछ परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन निकालना चाहिए, दिल्ली सरकार को निकालना चाहिए कि इस तरीके की चीज़ें ना हो। वाटर कैन अभी नॉर्मली कुछ ही जगहों पे ये देखा जा रहा है, पूरे दिल्ली में इस तरीके की चीज़ें नहीं की जा रही है। अगर आपको पॉल्यूशन कम करना है तो पूरी दिल्ली में आपको एक बड़े पैमाने पर काम करना होगा ताकि पॉल्यूशन कम हो और धीरे धीरे इस तरीके की चीज़ें खत्म हो।
अभी हमने देखा है जिस तरह से दिल्ली में ऑलरेडी ग्रैब 2 के मेजर्स इन्फोर्स्ड हैं, उसके बाद भी ट्रैफिक एज यूजुअल दिख रहा है। आने वाले दिनों में बहुत उम्मीद है कि बहुत ऐसी पॉसिबिलिटीज़ है कि ग्रैब 3 भी जो है इम्प्लीमेंट करा जा सकता है दिल्ली में। तो उसको देखते हुए क्या आपको लग रहा है ग्रैब के जो मेजर्स हैं ये काफ़ी इंस्ट्रूमेंटल हैं दिल्ली में पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल करने के लिए, ग्रेडेड रिस्पॉन्स एक्शन प्लान जो है?
नहीं, मुझे कुछ ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि दिल्ली ने कुछ ऐसा एक्शन प्लान लिया है पॉल्यूशन को कम करने के लिए। अभी तक के हिसाब से जिस तरीके का अभी दिल्ली सरकार का एफर्ट देखा गया है पॉल्यूशन को लेकर के।
So, Vishali, clearly, the people in Delhi are not at all, happy with the prevalent situation in Delhi. They are of the view that every year this happens across Delhi NCR, and the Delhi NCR becomes a gas chamber, which makes difficult for people to breathe. So clearly, on one part, it is said that breathing is a right to life. But however, every year by year, this is being repeated in Delhi. So indeed, people are very disappointed due to this. Yes, Vaishali.
All right, Aditya, stay on with us, and we have Menka Gandhi who's speaking on the issue. So we're going to show you that, viewers.
तो दे सुनवाई का ये कोई मौका ही नहीं दिया। वहाँ देश के सबसे ऊंचे वकील खड़े थे, उनको मौका तक नहीं दिया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने पहले से ही आदेश लिखकर अंदर लाए, टेबल किया और बाहर निकल गए। ये कब से ये तरीका है कोर्ट का? कोर्ट वो जगह होती है जहां सुनवाई होती है, पक्ष रखे जाते हैं, आर्ग्यूमेंट्स रखे जाते हैं, डेटा रखा जाता है, एक्सपर्ट्स की राय ली जाती है और फिर देश के लिए एक अच्छा सोचा हुआ बेहतर तरीका निकाला जाता है सबके हित में। यहाँ पर तो किसी का भी सुनवाई नहीं हुआ, एक तरफी ही मुद्दा जो कोर्ट होते हैं।
All right, now I have Aditya back with me, who's joining me from India Gate. Now, Aditya, what is the kind of, I see the number of people increasing in India Gate. What is the kind of police deployment at the moment?
Well, absolutely. Indeed, if I just show you and with the visuals from here, people are standing very close to each other. The police is trying to control everybody here at this juncture. Completely, the situation is absolutely the police is doing all efforts, to prevent, prevent any sort of protest. However, still we saw how people were, holding those placards, to show their protest. That and specifically on that placard, it was written that the Delhi, it is difficult to breathe in Delhi. Delhi is not fit for living. So indeed, clearly, the situation is tense at the moment, and it needs to be seen what steps are taken by the authorities to control the situation in the days ahead. Yes, Vaishali.
Absolutely, Aditya. And how unfortunate is this, viewers, that for something like this, people have now had to come out on the streets, because clearly the situation is absolutely out of control. And now, of course, I have Anil Sood, environmentalist, joining me again. Now, Mr. Sood, my question to you is that there's a lot of cloud seeding that we're talking about. And what is your take on the feasibility and effectiveness of something like this?
Cloud seeding, we have not learned lessons from Dubai and California. First of all, there has to be requisite moisture up to 50% in the atmosphere, which is not there and which is not likely to be there for quite some time, as last year also central government had told so. Just for a second, I'll take a small break. I would like to show you one thing. This is the AQI meter, which is installed at my home. And it shows for the last 1.5 years, it's showing the external sensors require cleaning. That shows very clearly that external sensors, I'm just showing because it trips after every 2 minutes. So I'll show you in between. So cloud seeding, again, I don't trust IIT Kanpur report simply for the reason that you can buy any report from any IIT. Particularly, IIT Kanpur had given a fabricated report regarding vehicular pollution in Delhi. So now, once IIT Kanpur was aware that requisite moisture is not there, how did they start the trial? First of all, this is the sensor what I wanted to show you. The bars very clearly show external sensors have not been maintained. So if sensors are not maintained, how it will show the clear picture? Now coming back to cloud seeding, once the cloud seeding is activated, silver nitrate and other chemicals, no study has been made how they will react with the soil and water, and in particular the crop quality of crops, quality of water, and quality of marine life. So it's just I must say this is just a bogey which has been created, and once you touch the clouds, you cannot control clouds. You do not know how much moisture is there. You would never come to know which wind direction it will take get diverted, and how the clouds will react. So this is not a logical, sensible idea to play with Mother Nature. Over to you.
All right, I'd like to thank both my guests for joining me on the broadcast.